everybody. It's live at 5 with SFC Defined. Not even at 5 anymore. It's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But glad y'all could join me today. I really appreciate you so much. Hope you're out enjoying this beautiful, crisp day. It's a beautiful day just to be alive. So, I want to get into it. I promise I'm not going to keep you long today. I promise. I promise. So, let me remind you of what's happening next Saturday on the campus of Guilford College from 12 to 6. We will have our holiday vendor fair, 12 to 6 on the campus of Guilford College. Can you give me that address? It's on the flyer and running across. So we're going to do that, and I am super excited. It's so easy to get to. Parking is so accessible to the building. We're going to have some food trucks. We're going to have some jewelry makers, candle makers. We're going to have bakers out there, soap make, all kinds of stuff. Just come out and do some holiday shopping with us, enjoying the season with us. For those of you that were part of our holiday vendor fair last year, and the year before that, it's something that we're good. We got a lot of different vendors. We even have it where you can buy insurances, open enrollment all the way up until about the middle of December, roughly, and you can get insurance there. So please, 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 please make sure that you come out on Gifford College campus. Before I get off air today, I will give you the exact address. It is 5707 George Fox Road. Hendricks Hall, 5707 George Fox. And you're going to see that run across your screen. There you go, right there. You're going to see that. And I want you to come out. It's from 12 to 6 next Saturday, December the 2nd. Okay. The other thing is, I asked you guys about being a part of our holiday giveaway for the homeless. We've gotten some interested folk, whether or not you want to help us purchase some of the supplies that we're trying to give or give a donation or whatever. It is well received, and we are so grateful. We just want to be a blessing to those who are less fortunate. I think that everybody needs to know that they matter, and that is my mission for doing that on Christmas, is to let people know that they matter. We may not be able to give them a new car or a new house or a new whatever, but I just want them to know that they matter. And I think that that is what everybody needs, because this world is going the way that it is because so many people don't feel like they matter anymore. And I want us to make people feel like they matter. So if you want to be a part of that, like I said, you can DM me. You can either do it on our SFC page, for those of you that follow us on SFC, or you can do it on my page, for those of you that follow me personally, the Corey Graves page. So I'm excited about it, and I'm just happy to be able to be a blessing to those who are less fortunate. So this month, this is the last Sunday in November, we have spent the entire month talking about resilience and how that is having the ability to overcome traumatic situations, the ability to overcome adversity quickly. And basically, it's saying that you can bounce back. And I think that far too many people have the mindset that if certain things happen to me, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a sickness, a loss of a family member, loss of a spouse, or whatever, so many people feel like that they don't have it within them to bounce back, because so many people have allowed outside forces, and I'm talking about people or situations or circumstances, to create their identity. And when that leaves or when that's gone, you struggle with bouncing back and recreating a new life and figuring out what a new normal is and all of that stuff. What we have spent time talking about this month is how to become resilient. And I think that once we learn how to accept life, and within life comes highs and lows, within life come trials and tribulations, within life there are successes and failures. When we are accepting life as life can be, then you bounce back from any situation quickly, even more quickly than what you felt like you could do. So I'm super excited about this and ending it. I'm excited about where I am uh, at this particular juncture in the year. And I want you to think about that. Are you excited about all the things that you've overcome this year? We're about to close out this year. We're in month 11 and, or actually about to be in month 12. And are you excited about how you have been able to bounce back from whatever happened this year, whether it was financial, emotional, spiritual, physical, relational? Are you able to sit here as you watch me today and say, you know what? I am more resilient than I've given myself credit for. The very thing that I thought back in March or February that I wouldn't make it through, here I am today and I'm still standing. You know, I still have my right mind and I feel like I'm moving forward. May have had a setback, but it did not destroy who I am. And that is called resilience, people. That's all resilience is having the ability to bounce back from any adversity, any any situation. Some of you may have lost a loved one throughout the course of this year. Some of you may have lost a job throughout the course of this year. The fact is, you're still here. You're still here. So, what are you going to do with the time that's been given to you? How are you going to make it work in your favor? Do you continue to grieve or to mourn? Do you continue to grieve or mourn a job loss? Do you continue to grieve or mourn a relationship loss? The fact of the matter is, you're here. And the reason why you're still here means that you are resilient and you have the ability, despite how you feel right now, you have the ability to bounce back. I am super excited about just finishing up this year because I'm excited about what next year is going to bring. I'm not worried. I'm not stressed. I'm not anxious about it. I'm just learning how to allow life to flow the way it needs to flow. And the more I just allow life to flow, the more resilient I become because I understand that things really do work together for my good. I understand that every circumstance, every person, every situation is there to help me grow and develop. It was all necessary. Everything that you've gone through this year, it's been necessary for your personal evolution. I know it don't feel that way sometimes. I get that. Not for me either. It don't always feel that way. But I can promise you through my own personal experiences that the reason why you make it through things and you get to be resilient is because it was there to teach you something. And the moment that you learn the lesson, the problem goes. So I really hope that you guys have been able to gather something from this discussion this month about becoming resilient, being able to bounce back. And again, you've heard me say a million times that perception is everything, and how you look at yourself is 95% of how your life will be. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Do you see somebody that's resilient? Do you see somebody that's able to bounce back? Or do you see a victim of circumstance? I even hate that phrase. I hate when people use that phrase because no matter where you are in life, you can always bounce back from anything. That's the power that's within you. You literally can bounce back from anything. That's how powerful of a being that you are. You staying down is a choice. Bounce back and watch what happens. I was talking to a young lady not too long ago. She had lost her job and she had bills coming up and she was crying and she was scared and she was worried. And I get that. That's a frightening time. But she said something to me that really moved me. She says, I've been telling myself that God did this for me. Not to me. He did it for me. And I remember before I got this job, I was making a certain amount of money. And she said, this is the amount of money. What I'm making in a month, I want to make it in a week. And she said that God blessed her with this job. Well, now that job let her go. And she was like, but I know if he did it one time, he did it again because I had the same prayer. If God gave me this job, that what I'm making in a week, I want to make in a day. And I was like, that's the mindset. That is a resilient mindset. I am not going to be negative. I'm not going to, I know that this is what I asked for. And I promise you, if he gave it to her, what she was making in a month, she ended up making in a week. And what she was making in a week, she's going to be able to make it in a day. I promise you that's going to happen for her because she is not the victim of her circumstance. And that's all I'm saying to you today. Those of you that are watching right now, I promise you, God has a way of strategically and methodically aligning every situation so that it would work in your favor. You have to trust him, and you cannot be a victim of your circumstance. Bounce back, get up, dust yourself off, and start thinking with a positive mindset. That is the first step in becoming resilient. You have the power, you have the ability, you have the wherewithal to get up and bounce back from any situation. It's a choice. Bouncing back, being resilient is a choice. So I need you to understand that you have that in you to overcome any situation. It's just a matter of whether or not you're going to tap into it. Okay, that's all I have for today, guys. I promise you, that's all I have. This month has been phenomenal with your feedback. Thank you for those who you have typed in, wrote in, or called, or whatever. Thank you for that. I really appreciate you being candid and being transparent with me about some of the things that you've gone through, that you have been able to come through and come out of. That's the testimony right there. You didn't just go through it, but you went through it and you came out of it. You learned the lesson, and as a result, you became stronger, wiser, better, so forth and so on. That's resilience, and don't let anybody take that away from you. Okay? Remind you one last time, don't forget, come out to Hendricks Hall, 5707, I believe. What is it? We're going to get it back up on the screen real quick so you can see it. 5707 George Fox Road, Hendricks Hall. Is right there, right off of Friendly, at the corner of Friendly and Guilford. College Road, the parking lot and the building are like right there together. Again, we're going to have all kinds of vendors out so you can get some holiday shopping done without all of the extra stuff that you get from the big stores. Get some unique gifts, some soaps, some fragrances, some handbags. They got all kinds of, I promise it's going to be amazing. So come out next Saturday, December the 2nd, from 12 to 6, Hendricks Hall, 5707 George Fox Road, on the campus of Guilford College, right here in the city of Greensboro. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will talk again next week. Come up and say hey to me when you get there on Saturday. Make sure you come and speak, okay? Talk to you guys super soon. Have a good one.